Welcome everybody to Stock Market Jimmy. I haven't made a video in a long time actually. I had the desire to make a video for you guys real quick, give you an update of the stock market and things that I think. I did do a poll for all of my Gamble with Jimmy subscribers, asking you, do you want me to add my Stock Market Jimmy videos to my Gamble with Jimmy account? And it was a vote in the yes. People wanted to see it. For those of you out there that don't like me posting stock market videos, I recommend that you start getting into the stock market and you follow my videos, because I make a ton of money in the stock market and also the crypto market. Been doing it for 17 years, and it funds gambling, and gambling funds stocks. So they go hand in hand, and there's nothing wrong with educating yourself. Always improve opportunity that you have, okay? When you find people who make money, listen to what they have to say. That would be my advice. All right, let me give you an update. Fantastic day for me in the stock market with this particular stock. This is my watch list, by the way. I recommend that you set up a Google Finance account. It's free. You get to save all of your stocks that you want on your watch list. They also have a new beta one that we can switch to. I like the old version, but the beta is pretty cool too. I'm just used to the old. I'm an old school kind of guy. All right, let's get into it. Stocks that I like, stocks that I'm watching. Let's get down to business. Ain't got no time to mess around. What is this? Now, this is a new channel. It's only been around for about 2 months. I don't really post all the time. I post maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna post just for views. I only post when you don't need to post stock videos every day, guys. You don't need to do that. Investing doesn't work that way. All these guys on the internet, they're constantly just posting you so much over and over and over. It's not necessary, okay? We just need to post maybe once a week is perfectly fine. That way you can watch certain things that I'm doing when I buy, when I sell. All right, now here's the one we hit a home run on. We made a lot of money on this one. We had a total of 1,000 shares. They are gone. I literally sold them today. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not going to rebuy. Okay, I just took the money. Okay, I do that. I am what's called a swing trader. I buy and I sell. I buy and I sell. Now, I'm not a day trader. I would be considered a day trader if my stock performed fantastic that day. If I just bought it an hour ago and I make the money that I'm interested in making, I'm going to sell it. It's that simple. Now, if I think that the stock has a lot more to come, I'm going to hold it. Now, why did I sell this? Well, I took two to 3 days of it going down, but I could tell based on the performance of the stock during when it's red, I can tell when money, big financial institutions, are coming into the stock. I can tell from experience. You have a year range of $71 all the way to $127. So, if I look at the 1 year, I like what I see. That is a good, fair price. Now, I paid $89.77. Because of that, I literally made over $4,000 in 3 days on this stock. Now, that's why I show you buying power means a lot. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't grow what you have and purchase stocks and make a little bit of money and build up your bankroll. Now, let's look at the last 6 months. Okay, in the last 6 months, the stock has not performed all that great. It's literally down 10%. However, there is a lot of growth to come with this stock. This stock, OKTA, is a identity security company. They're the best in the business when it comes to identity. There's a very high percentage chance that this stock gets sold to a large company, and it would pump that stock probably around the 128 range. Now, I want to be in that stock when that happens. We don't know when that's going to happen. We don't know if that's going to happen. But either way, I think the fair market for this stock is around the 105 range, which puts that stock right there. Okay? Now, I don't do my investments trying to get every penny. I don't do my investments trying to get it at the lowest possible price. I try to get a fair price. I'm patient about when I buy. When you buy is where you make your money. You make your money when you buy. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. You make your money when you buy. So it's crucial that you buy lower than what the average person is paying. That way you can sell it what the average person is buying. Okay, now the reason why that I sold it is because if you give me $4,000 and say, here you go, Jimmy. Here, 3 days later, we used your money, and here's your money back, and we're going to give you $4,000 for just giving us the money. Sure, I'll sell it. Why? Because stocks go up and they go down. Stocks go up and they go down. That's just the way it works. I always tell you guys the whole system is who buys it lower, who buys it higher. That's all this game is all about. It always will be that way. You always have to have winners, and you always got to have people who get stuck overpaying. They're the ones that support the stock market. Without those people, you're not going to have a stock market. Sometimes you're going to be that person. So you have to learn the game. No different than the way I teach you with craps, the way I teach you with baccarat. I teach you this with stocks, but I have 17 years of experience in it. Okay? All right. We're going to move on. So keep your eye on that. Add it to your watch list. And when you see the price range get around the $89 range on that stock, I would probably jump on it. All right. So you always make your own decisions. You know, that you don't have to do what I'm doing. The bottom line is you make the decisions, not me. I just share what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Now this OneStream, let's talk about OneStream. It's the symbol is OS. It has not done anything in probably the last 6 months. Well, it looks like it's done. Yeah, scratch that from what I said. The last 3 months, guys. The last 3 months, it hasn't done anything. This is a 1 month chart. The last 3 months, this stock has done absolutely nothing. It has consistently, let's see what the low was, 1853. It's at 1904. This stock keeps going from $19 to 20 back to 19. It's just flip-flopping back. There's not a lot of movement in it. It's not really making any money. But if you can get this thing around the $19, the low $19, where it's at right now, if you can get it around this price, which you can right now, or you even get lucky and get it at the 1850 range, I don't know if you will, because look, the year range is 1670 to 35. I think that this is a stock that's easy to make $1 per share. So you'd have to calculate how much you're buying. Is it worth it for you to put that much money out and calculate it based on you making an easy $1 profit? If the numbers suggest, yes, put this much money out, you're going to make this much money. It seems like it's a very, very high percentage that you will make $1 per share at this price of $19 because it consistently fluctuates back and forth, back and forth. Could it eventually spring up to one of these higher premiums of $28? Of course it could. We don't know when that's going to happen, but it's possible. So this is a stock, it seems to be a safe stock between the low $19 range purchase and sell around the $20 to $20.50 range, okay? Nothing special, just pointing it out. I don't really want to talk about AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple. Everybody and their brother has those stocks. Everybody has made money from those stocks. Those stocks are at premium pricing. They've generated a lot of income. You guys all know how well I've been doing with Google. Bought Google at $157. It's at $243. It's almost a full 1x, guys, from Google on a stock that seemed to be going nowhere over and over, and it finally broke out. And that's with it being down $3 today. It almost was basically a 1x that we've done on that stock, and we have had a lot of shares on that. So we're good there. I do see it getting to $300. But we don't need to talk about that. We've already talked about that. Chewy. I like Chewy. Guys. Chewy is a online company for like your pets, especially dogs and things like that. If I look at the 1 year, I think it's a bit high. I think it's a bit high. It's up 35% over the course of a year. If I look at a 6 month, it's dropped a little bit. It's at 22% profit. I think it's a little high. Guys. If I look at a 1 month, I think it's a little high. All right. So what price would I want to get in? Around the $36 range. So keep an eye on it. Add it to your watch list. Okay, moving on. DraftKings. I like DraftKings, especially during NFL season. Let's take a look at it. Little high, guys. Little high for me. I think it's a little high. I'm going to pass. All right. Here we go. Here's a good one. I've stressed this to you guys before, all right? It hit all the way up to, I believe, $40 recently. If we look at the last month, we had it go all the way up to $40.50, okay? It's dropped back down a little bit, guys. If you look at the 6 month, the thing's still down. If you look at the 1 year, it's way down, 68% down. You look at a 5 year, it's 60% down. Look for this stock to get back to the $60 range. Yes, that is a 1x from today's price. Look for it to get down to, or look for it to go up to at least $60, probably by May of 2026. I don't really expect it to do crazy things until we get into the summer. This is a solar panel company. They do have some issues with the tariffs. It hasn't been able to break out yet, but this is probably one of those kind of stocks where if you do invest in it, you're probably going to be very happy come May of 2026, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. All right, here we go. Fuel Cell. What did I tell you guys about this stock? If you guys watch me, what did I tell you about this stock? This is the type of stock that you will double your money every once in a while. What do I think of the company? Garbage. Absolute garbage. They make no money. They suck. Okay? Horrible company. Does no profits whatsoever. Yet their stock keeps making the rich people double their money. Look at the 1 year. It's down 32%. What price is it? $7.70. If you look over here, it was $9. It was up here, it was $11 and something. Are you ready? It's way overpriced. Way overpriced. Look at a 5 year. Okay? Way down at the bottom. Look at the crazy amounts that this stock hit before. $540. $606. The stock is at $7.70 for a reason. Junk stock. Okay, why would you buy a junk stock? This is why. It hit 46. It came down to 19. It went to 11. Let's look at the last month. It was at $3.92, people. 1 month ago. Would you have doubled your money? Yes. It went all the way up to $9.60 just 2 weeks ago, or 1 month ago. 1 month ago, it was at $9.60. Okay, if you would have bought it right here at $3.92, it would have went all the way to $9.60 in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, you would have doubled your money in 3 weeks. If you had 50 grand, you would now have 100 grand. Okay, what's it doing now? It's starting to drop again. It's starting to drop again. Stay away from it. Don't buy it. If you see it around the $3.80 range, you could go for it, okay? All right. Honest Company. I like what I'm seeing with this company right now because of the fact that it's not doing anything, okay? It's not doing anything. It used to be between, so this is what happens. Listen up real quick. This is very good educational experience right here for you. What happens is that a stock can adjust. So its range over as you watch a stock every day, its range usually stays the same throughout the month. It usually would be going between like 440 to 540, 440 to 540. It would go back and forth. And then it had its quarterly report come out, and it was it shit the bed, and it went from having a 440 to a 540 to now having a 340 to a 440 range. And I'm speaking $4.40. So the range now is from 340 to 440. So you have to adjust of the new 1 month average of what you're seeing. Okay, so what do we have here? 372, and it went all the way up to 409. So what did I tell you the range was? 340 to 440. 340 to 440. Because this is the adjusted range. Okay, so what price should you be paying for this stock right now? If you see it at the 350, I'm in. I'm looking for a short swing between 350 to $4 a share. 50 cent. Analyze how much you got to buy for you to be happy to get in and get out. Okay. These two stocks, I really love these two stocks. I love Mara. Mara right now is way overpriced for me, but I knew that this stock was going to move. I told you guys about this stock when it was $15. Okay, and look at it now. Okay, 1 year, you're still at a good price. That's a fair price for this stock. Okay, now it's not fair if you look at the 1 month. If you look at the 1 month, you're down here at 15.11. That's when I told you about it. You would have made $3.60 per share in 1 month if you listened to me. Okay. Now, I would personally wait until you get it around at least the $16 range. It may take a while for that to happen. For all we know, this thing could shoot up to $28 per share. We don't know. I don't care what it goes to. I don't care. If I'm buying, I'm only focused on the stocks that I'm getting low. If I miss out on a stock, farewell. Let it do its thing. I'm not interested. Okay? I don't ever put myself in situations where I could get myself in trouble. Where could you get yourself in trouble? Let me show you. Let me show you exactly what I mean. And SoundHound would be that stock. Okay. SoundHound. Absolutely love it. I told you guys to buy it when it was $9. $9. You would have made a lot of money. Where do I see the stock now? I see it priced too high. Even though it has amazing things for the future with the stock. You know what I call this symbol right here? This symbol right below where my mouse is? I call it the FU symbol. That's what I call that. That's an FU symbol. That means that all of these people that bought it down here for $2, when it went all the way up to the top, they sold it at $16 and they said FU, and it went all the way back down. Okay? When you see FU symbols, get out. Get out. Make your money and get out. Okay? I don't care if it goes to $32. You already made your money. Period. Okay? Period. This is one of those type of stocks that people come in and they buy it right here. They want to be involved. It went all the way to $23, guys. It went to $23. I told you to buy it at $9. Okay, it went to $23. Guys, you would have 3x'd your money in a short period of time. If you put 50 grand in, you would have $150,000 right now. And you wonder why I can buy in when I play craps and all that kind of stuff for big money. From stocks, okay? From stocks. All right, so what happens? It comes back down, and now we're here at $15.50. A lot of people are saying, well, it did hit $23. Yeah, you're talking about the all-time high, okay? What about all these people? Look at this little FU. Look at that little FU. Look at that. You see that little FU right here? Look, let me get my mouse out of the way. You guys, right below there. Right there, little FU right there. You see how little FU? Look at that little FU. Look at that. Look at this FU. There's an FU right there. Back in the days when it was back lower. Okay, so, no, I'm not. I like the stock. I love the stock. Guys, if you're in for the long run, if you're one of those kind of people who are not a swing trader, not everybody is a swing trader. Not everybody's a day trader. Some people say, look, I just want a place to put my money. I'm going to go through the days and the swings and stuff. I don't need to make any money now. I'm looking for the long-term picture. I'm looking for the long-term picture. Sure, I think SoundHound will probably be a $38 stock. Okay, moving on. All right, Symbotic. I love Symbotic. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love this stock. It's too high, guys. I'm sorry. You missed the boat. I told you guys to buy. I bought this stock at $27. See the FUs? I go one FU and here's another FU. See that? See what I'm saying? Look. Here's people like me. I paid right there. I paid $27 for it. Ready? Got all the way up here, sold it, and did the FU to everybody. Don't care what it does right now. It's too high. Already made my money. Don't give a crap. All right. Target. Guys, let's talk about Target. Guys, I think Target is a good store. It's not doing well. It's had big problems with, a lot of people boycotting it because of the, what do you call that thing? The same thing Cracker Barrel did. What do they call that? A woke. Had a woke movement. They paid the price for it. Stock is down tremendously. I mean, guys, this stock is down $67 in a year. $67 in a year. But I'm going to tell you something. I like Target. I think Target is an upgrade of Walmart. It is clean, super clean. I like Target. They sell food in it. They sell electronics in it. I'm a fan of Target. Okay, I know they're going through troubles right now. They don't have a huge growth. They're struggling. They got tariffs that they're dealing with. But guys, you make your money when the stocks are down. How else are you going to make the home runs? How are you going to make money if you don't take the risk when nobody's buying? You buy when nobody is buying. And you hold it. That's how you make money in this business, okay? Now, it's not a turd. It's not going to go to zero. Target is a good company. It's a good company, okay? Your year range is 86 to 161. You literally are at the rock bottom of what you could get it for, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that you have to hold it until it hits $125. You can hold it until it hits $100 and make $12 a share. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Okay. Upstart, I think, is a good stock to buy. Okay. I'm going to go out here and say I don't think it's the world's greatest deal at $52.74. It is down a lot today. 8% down. It's down 8%. Just you buying it today, you're getting an 8% discount. $4.60 down today. Okay. Yeah, could you wait and see if you could get this thing at $45? Sure. There's no, you don't have to buy the stock. If it hits 45, maybe just watch it. Maybe you go, hey, 45 is a good price. 45 is a really good price. Okay, you see the FU right here, way up at the top over here. There's the FU. Sold it for 67. These people over here bought it for 48. They sold it for 67. There's the FU sign and plunk. Half of it gone. All these people said the FU, I'm selling. Thank you very much, suckers. That's the way this game works. Trade Desk, I'm a fan. TTD. I'm a fan. Why am I a fan? That's why. That's why I'm a fan. Give me TDD. TTD. Give it to me. Give me as many shares as I can buy. Give it to me. Because I'm going to be laughing to the bank when this stock makes its comeback. Okay? There it is a month ago at $52. $54. It's only at $49.71. Let's look at a year. Okay, top price 120. This price right here 78. Give me TTD for the win. Give it to me. Okay, give it to me. Many shares. You don't want your shares at $49.75? Give them to me. I'm buying. I'm buying them. I'm buying every share you got. Let's go. Okay, that's all I got to say about that stock. All right. Let's see what else we got underneath the hood here. All right, now I'm not a fan of this stock, guys, but it is doing way better, and this is just pure hype. This stock sucks. It sucks. They don't make no money. It's a robot that does like robots for Uber, and it tries to sell them to them and stuff like that. I don't care. I ain't buying it. It don't make no money, but I did tell you it could go up, but I told you when it was only $8 a share. All right. I'm not a fan. I'm not buying it. Doesn't mean you can't make money though. That's why I'm telling you about it. All right. The super microcomputer is it's the price is kind of up there on the higher side. I do think that this stock will probably see $68 a share. I don't know when. Now would be the time that you would expect it to happen over the next year. It's hard to say on this one, guys. This one is not something that I'm gonna like go out of my way to buy, but it has a lot of potential to be go up. Okay, because it does have NVIDIA that it's not in business with NVIDIA. It does business with them, and it gets a lot of NVIDIA money. And when you have a company with NVIDIA money, and you're in the data center business, and it's a pretty good business to be in right now for the next year or 2 or 3 years. So I do see this stock going up. I do see it. Okay, it could have its issues in here and there, but this could end up being a home run for a lot of you. It could double. It could double, guys. It's very possible. But if it goes really low, then I'll buy it. So that's all I got to say about that one. All right. Snap, SNAP has went up a little bit. You could have bought it for $7.12. $1.20 for this stock is big money. I don't own it. But you could pay attention to it. If you see it around the $7 range, you might want to buy it, and you probably will make $1 per share, which is good money for that stock. Let's see what else we got underneath here. PayPal, too high, $69.78. I think it's too high. I'd like to buy that stock around the $65.5, $66 per share. It would be an easy $2 per share if you can do that. Okay, as we talked, OneStream is starting to creep up just a little bit. Okta still doing its thing. It's at $94.50. Okta, guys, could easily go to $107. I like Okta. I'm just trying to see, I already made my money. I'm just trying to see if it could come back down again, and I'll do it all over again. All right, I love Novo. I love Novo, okay? You guys know that I love Novo. I told you about it when it was $50 a share. It did go back to $60. You would have made $10 per share. Now it's come down. It's at halfway. It's at $55.47. The 1 year looks fantastic. The 5 year looks fantastic. They got a potential FDA approval coming up in 2026. This thing could pop to $65 a share. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Nike, I think it's too high at $69. Told you guys about this stock when it was $52. You would have made a lot of money, and it is coming back down. Keep your eye open for it. Okay, what else we got underneath the hood here? GitLab 47.29, too high, too high. Look for that around the $40, $41 range. Chipotle. Let's talk a little bit of Chipotle, man. Chipotle. Been struggling. Company is struggling. Good product. Good product. They're not going anywhere, folks. They're not going out of business. Ain't going to happen. They could cut down a little bit, but they're not going out of business. Hey, you never know. I shouldn't say they're not, because I'm not a psychic. Anything's possible. But for me personally, that's my comment. That's my personal opinion. I like Chipotle. I think this is a really good price for Chipotle, guys. I think that is a really, really good price for Chipotle. Let's look what they've done in the last month. Okay, the lows were $38.96 and $38.58. You're talking about the all-time high in 5 years. The year range is $38.30 to $66. Chipotle could be something that you might want to take a chance on and look for it to get back to the $47 range. I see you making about at least $5 a share there. They are struggling right now. The stock is not having any movement right now. But hey, you don't know. All it takes is a good quarter report and you just made $7 a share. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else, if there's anything else before I let you guys go. No, we're all done. We're all done. That's my update, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like button for me. Do me a big favor. Subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're watching it from the Gamble with Jimmy side, you got to go to Stock Market Jimmy and hit the subscribe button for me, okay? You guys are my loyal foundation to get my stock market channel growing, okay? The reason why it hasn't grown is because it's brand new. Gamble with Jimmy supporters have supported it to get it off the ground. Appreciate that, guys. But this channel will deserve to have 100,000 subscribers. It's just going to take a long time. It will get up to that. People will recognize that I'm the legit person. I speak the truth. I don't pump stocks. I don't try to get, I don't work for short sellers. I don't take bribes and things like that. I give you the truth about the market, okay? If I see an opportunity, I'm going to do an alert video and say, hey guys, you need to check this freaking stock out. This sucker's, I'm buying it. I just bought this much. If that happens, I always will alert you guys, okay? This is a watch situation. This is to educate you on what stocks you want to look out for, what stocks you want to pay attention to. Start monitoring it. Get into the game. All you people who voted no, don't do that. Get into the game and start watching, okay? Learn something. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. It helps the channel. See you guys on the next one.